is BalmoraBlueAddict, and welcome to my Let's Play of Morrowind Improved Vanilla, the Tribunal expansion. Previously, we were here lost in Solstheim, here to the north of Frostmoth. So, let's continue. I was looking for Thirsk last time, and I didn't really find it. I thought it was in this area, like the western region right here, but oh wait, it may be, but it's up here by the lake. Yeah, the lake that has a sword in it. I don't think it's actually worth much. Oh, there it is. Hello, Horkers. You guys are one ugly creature. The Horker. Okay, the reason we're going to Thirsk is to find the priestess, or the preacher, I could say, of the imperial cult for someone in Fort Frostmoth. Mead Hall.
Oh, welcome to Thirsk, friend. You should speak to Skolder Wolfrunner. He's the chieftain of this hall and wishes to meet all new arrivals.
Sounds good, sounds good. Bunch of drunken people. Skolder Wolfrunner. Hail, good Kratos. Skolder Wolfrunner is my name. I am the chieftain of Thirsk, and welcome you to our home. You will not find a better mead hall anywhere, not even in Skyrim. For 100 years, Thirsk has withstood all manner of attacks, from the snow and hail to those infernal rakelings. But the mead hall still stands, and its hospitality is unmatched. Please stay and relax, enjoy our fine drink, and seek shelter from the cold. Here, my friend, taste the nectar of shore. Ah, well, thanks, Wolfrunner, but I already have some nectar. Can you tell me about Marissa? Aye, the missionary came here several weeks ago. She started talking about her shrine and then began preaching about the evils of mead. Nice lass, but a little high-strung. Eric, he didn't really like what she had to say, though he'd teach her a lesson. Thought he'd teach her a lesson. I'm not really sure where she is now. Skolder gives you a knowing look and then gestures with his head to the staircase leading to the second floor. Oh. Interesting. Oh crap, really I'm over encumbered. Here guys, you guys can keep the mead.
Keep your distance, friend, if you want to keep your head.
Who are you? Oh, you Erich unworthy. I'm gonna slay your bitch ass. Just for what he said to me. Oh, let's go talk to this guy.
I suppose I
Beredete Jastal. Greetings, Kratos. My name is Beredete Jastal. Perhaps you would like to buy one of my books. I am a bookseller by trade, but my real passion is writing. I recently finished 2 scholarly works, the Thirsk History and Salvingrad a re-examination. I have copies of both for sale, amongst others. Tell me about Thirsk History. I came to Thirsk all the way from Cyrodiil, by way of Vardenfell. My father once visited Solstheim, you see, and as a boy I was intrigued by his exciting stories of the Nords. I was particularly fascinated by this very mead hall, its residents and its adventures, things like that. I arrived here over a year ago, and have been living among the Nords ever since. I've been chronicling their lives and recently collected enough data to complete my history of Thirsk. Oh, interesting. Thirsk is the name of this mead hall. It was built over 500 years ago by a group of Nords who left the Skald village. They were led by Harthmond the Red, who became Thirsk's first chieftain. Interesting. And what about Stalingrad? A re-examination. The Nords believe the god Shor constructed a magnificent fortress where valiant Nord warriors may live forever, feasting, fighting, basically doing everything Nords like to do. The trick is finding the way in. According to legend, the entrance to Stalingrad is hidden, and only those who take up the search may ever find the way in. But according to my research, which I've chronicled in a few books, the way into Stalingrad isn't quite what they thought. Interesting. Yeah, I really like what they did for Stalingrad and Skyrim. It was a nice touch, although Alduin was too weak per se, in my opinion, for the whole storyline. I don't know how he's the major dragon. Either way. Let us obviously unlock this door. She must be in here. Another place she could be. Hello, Mirisa. Please, stranger, help me. I'm being held prisoner by the disgusting Nord, Erich. I came to the mead hall to preach the way of the 9 divines, and this is how I was repaid. You're held prisoner? I came to Thirsk to preach the word of the cult, and sway the barbarians from their love of drink. That foul Erich poured mead on me, and then he struck me. I awoke in his chambers, and that was over 3 weeks ago. By my reckoning, every day he comes in to taunt me and beat me. The only food and drink I've been giving is rotting meat and mead. Please, stranger, you must release me so that we may travel together back to the cult shrine. Let's travel together. Yep, follow me. Let's go, Kratos. You lead on. I'll follow you back to Imperial Cult Shrine at Fort Frostmoth. Okay. What? You got stuck. You got stuck. Oh, this is gonna be an exciting journey, isn't it? Running all the way back to Frostmoth with you. Kratos draws Sunder to let this guy know he means business. Maybe where you're from it's alright to enter someone's chambers and play with their things, but it's not alright around here. The missionary is mine, you understand? I know you were trouble when I first laid eyes on ye. Now I'm going to teach you some manners. What you gonna do? Bring it at me. You afraid?
Now this is fighting.
Oh, it was real disappointing. Took 2 hits. He has a key. I guess technically you could pickpocket it from him. The pickpocketing is so inconsistent in this game that unless you're save scumming, there's... Oh, crap, it's foggy. Let's see, let's go talk to the wolf armor guy. This guy here makes wolf armor. Hey, hurry up.
Come, friend. I make the
Grinjolf.
best armor on all of Solstheim.
Grinjolfer, whatever. Hail, traveler. I'd tell you about my wares, but by now you're probably well aware of my craftsmanship, of course. My weapons are unmatched, and I make a lot of fine bear and wolf armor that many of Solstime's lords are so fond of. I must admit, though, I'm growing weary of patching tougher together the same old wolf and bear pelts. In truth, I long to test my abilities and make the custom fur armors, using pelts of Solstime's more exotic animals. Sounds a little weird, but you're thinking, what type of exotic animals? Roaming the wilds of Solstheim are seldom seen elusive species of wolves and bear. They are called snow wolves and snow bears because their white fur. It is said that the pelts of these animals have innate magical qualities that help guard against Solstheim's brutal frost and snow. Just think of the armor I could create using with such materials. If you were to provide me with the pelts and enough gold, I would gladly make you a set of custom snow wolf armor or snow bear armor. Interesting. I will consider it, friend. What do you sell? All the Nordic silver, wolf, and bear. Goodbye, my friend.
It's a hard life.
Oh, it's a hard life, but it's fair. What he said. Okay, lady. Mirisa, let's get you back to the cult. Hopefully we don't run into too many creatures. She's pretty fast. Also convenient that I'm not wearing the boots of blindness speed this playthrough. If not, nothing could catch up to me.
Run or die.
Oh, didn't know you're that aggressive, Mirisa. Could have probably beat that Nord yourself. Threatening the plague wolf. Takes guts, sister. I killed these guys last time. Follow the river. Try to make it easy for you. Yeah. Okay. Quite a lovely day in Solstheim. Nice and foggy. Oh.
Not good or what?
Oh, you're badass, Marissa. Hey, attacking me now. Not even worth to take what you have. I'll take that. Come on, bear, face me. Oh, I actually felt bad for it at the end. Come on, Marissa, let's go. So yeah, I've recently played through Skyrim's expansion for Dragonborn. I went to Solstheim. I really do like what they did with Solstheim. Like, well, not story-wise, it was pretty bland, the story of Dragonborn, and the final guy was pretty easy to defeat compared to some other things. But besides that, it was so beautiful, the landscape in it. They really did do it justice.
Am I good or what?
The one thing I didn't like was the ice castle, but we'll see that later. I'll make more comments on that.
I'm not giving up that easy.
Come on, Spriggan. Marissa, I wish I could just give you a blade. You would be my side. Oh, what? I forget they revived 3 times. Yeah, the one thing I didn't like is how Raven Rock developed, because in the Soulstime,
Run or die.
well, in the Dragonborn expansion,
Run while you can.
it's just like a little bit of, oh, here, this is what Morrowind used to look like, instead of the what it should have been, which is Raven Rock, which we will build eventually. In Morrowind, you actually get to build Raven Rock from the ground up. Well, you contribute to it and you get a house in it.
Am I good or what?
Hey, don't take all the credit. I'm killing them. Marissa's one aggressive woman. That's what I can say. I wouldn't want to meet her in a dark alleyway. Almost killed you, sir. Thought you were hostile. Well, we made it to Frostmoth, and she didn't get lost or anything. Where's the colt? Here's the colt. Take you
How
back
can I
to your
show my
colt.
appreciation? Ah, yes. Thank you.
Ah, yes. I wish you had some gold for me. My thanks for escorting me back to the Imperial Cult Shrine. If you haven't already, make sure you talk to Jaylene. He'll want to reward you for your duty.
Anything I can do for you?
Yeah, give me money. By the 9 divines rescued by Mirisa, please take this gold. I know it's not much, but it's all we have in our coffers. I wish I could give more. Marissa is invaluable to me and the Imperial Cult. Glad to help, especially for a little bit of coin. Okay, now let's talk to this guard. What do you want? Go see Captain Carius. He's in his chambers at the fort. Head through the general corridors and all the way, I don't know where I got lost there, and all the way up to the south staircase. On the 3rd floor are his chambers. If you're here about that colony business, talk to Carnius Magnus. He is in the Imperial Cult Shrine. Okay.
Keep moving.
I will, though. Jeez. Hostile. Okay, well, let's go to the top of the southern chambers. I remember where Karios is. All the way up. There we go. Here he is.
Yes? What can I do?
Captain Falx
I am
Karios.
Captain Falx Karios, commander of Fort Frostmoth.
It's nice to meet your acquaintance. I am Kratos. Yes? What can I do for you? I am Captain Falx Karios, commander of Fort Frostmoth. Exactly what you said before. Frostmoth? We are an imperial fort, obviously. My soldiers have the ability to be among the best in all the empire. This island of Solstheim is not the easiest assignment, though, and sometimes it makes the men edgy. Oh, what do you mean, edgy? Can't have edgy guards. As I said, this is a difficult post. These soldiers are separated from their families and forced to live in harsh conditions. To be fair, most of these men were sent to this island as punishment for a past offense. They are not the best of soldiers. I think you've contradicted yourself. Yet still, until recently, they had performed their duties adequately. Lately, I have noticed some disturbing trends. What disturbing trends? To be sure, the men have been restless, complaining more than usual. They have been lackadaisical. That can't be a word. In the performance of their duties, I sense a great unease amongst them, and morale has been low. Can't have low morale. Have to decimate them. That's what I do in Total War. Very low. This is not normal. Decimate them, my friend. It works. My instincts tell me that there's only one amongst my troops who is fanning the fires of discontent, and I wish to know who it is. They will never let me know who the culprit is. As their commanding officer, I must regularly keep some distance between the fine soldiers and myself. They may be willing to speak with you, though. See if you can't gain their trust. If you learn anything, report to me. I will, Captain Kratos. Let's head on down and see what the men need, for lack of a better word. Hey you, soldier. What do you need? I have nothing to say. Sure could use a drink, though. I'm not that Nord swill.
Speak freely,
Okay.
friend.
So yeah, basically they want mead. Well, I mean, they want some alcohol, which I'm happy to oblige them. Why the hell not? Let's do this. I am gonna head on over to the mainland and sell some items, because I can't sell anything here in Solstheim until I bring them alcohol, and I won't be able to carry the alcohol back, really. So I'm gonna go sell some things, and I will see you guys right back here. Oh, I'm back. That was quick, wasn't it? You guys didn't miss out on much. I went to my house in Aldrune and went to one of the corner clubs in Aldrune and got some liquor. My inventory is clear now, and now I can start bribing guards with alcohol. I want to open up the store. Zeno Faustus.
What is it you want?
What do you... Hey, is that booze I smell on you? Like, you booze hound, you can smell it? Smells like moss to me. I'd know the smell anywhere. How about giving a thirsty soldier a pick-me-up? Sure, take it. Moss, good stuff. Thanks, friend. Just hasn't been the same around here since this became a dry fort. It's ridiculous, I tell you. That's right, no liquor at all is allowed at Fort Frostmoth these days. Captain's orders, I guess. Seems odd coming from him. Captain Kratos seemed like a fair enough guy. As long as we carried out our duties, guess he figured we weren't up to his standards, so he cut us off. Since then, everyone's been in a pretty foul mood. Well, let's change that. You want some booze? Sure, take it. You can have booze. Can you repair things now? And sell things? You have 1,500 gold? Good, good. You and me will be thoroughly acquainted, my friend. How to get out here? Okay.
Good grief.
Hey, you.
What is this regarding, Outlander?
Want some booze, lady? Sure, take that, moth. Want some more booze? Take it. Yeah, booze for everyone.
Greetings to you. A
Free
pleasure to
booze
meet
out
you.
here. Take your booze.
Stay as long as you like.
Thank you, friend. Right now, Kratos is just going around bribing all the guards with booze, so that they like him.
Greetings to you. A pleasure to meet you.
Some booze. Smells like Flint to me. I know that smell anywhere. How about giving me a thirsty soldier to pick me up? You guys are booze hounds. I
I'm
tell you.
listening.
Some booze? Here, take some citronic brandy. You get the good stuff. Here. Booze for you? Take it, my friend, take it. You want some booze, Captain?
Well, duty calls.
I asked you to investigate why the morale has been low in the fort. Have you learned anything? I imagine the lack of alcohol might have some effects on the morale, but I didn't ever actually ban it. Personally, I didn't even care about the alcohol. It was the priest, Antonius Nuncius, who was worried about the effects it was having on the men. I disagreed, but the questions became moot. Our shipments stopped coming in months ago. Speak with the soldiers a bit more and see if you can find out who's the source of this discontent. Who the source of this discontent is. Okay. Let's go back to the guy we're gonna get thoroughly acquainted with, or actually anyone that crosses my path at this point. Who is the discontent? What's the option for this? Drive for it. Look, I'm not sure what caused all this. I just know what I heard. Antonius Nuncius. I heard from Antonius Nuncius that the captain had placed a ban on all alcohol at the fort, and sure enough, there was none to be found. Where is this Antonius Nuncius? The priest? He's not bad, I guess, for a priest. You'll find him at the Imperial Cult Shrine, here at the fort. Though he keeps an office upstairs here. Could be in either place. Seems to understand us soldiers pretty well. He was telling me just the other day how it seemed unfair that Captain had cut us off from the drink. He figures that one of our few pleasures on this dung heap of an island. He figured that's one of our few pleasures on a dung heap of the island, whatever. So yeah, this Nucius character
Yes?
obviously is causing some problems.
Yes? What
Yeah.
can this humble priest do for you?
Cut the act, Antonius. I am Antonius Nucius. Well, good. I want you to... I guess I don't need to tell him. Morale has been low. Yes, I know it has been. These soldiers lead a difficult existence on this island. It's cold, wet, dangerous, and far from home. The men here are denied all luxuries. This place is just damned awful. Okay.
You want something, friend?
No, sir. Let's go talk to the captain. Tell him the priest is behind it all. It's always the priest.
I asked you to investigate why the morale has been low in the fort. Have you learned anything?
Oh, okay. I need to find the proof. Like what? My word isn't proof enough for you? I'm the Nerevarin. Nerevar. So, my friend over here, this guy, said Antonius kept an office up here. Let's go investigate that office. This must be his office. This looks like an office. Oh. Antonius Nucius' desk. Let's do... Okay. Oh, look, he has all the alcohol. Let's take the alcohol back. Give it to the soldiers. I think the skoomah's for him. He can keep the skoomah. Drug fiend. Priest. Although the strange lock appears to have opened, this closet cannot be opened without a key. Well... Cool, Bethesda. What am I doing? I didn't really find any proof there. Did my journal update? Okay, I found a large stash of alcohol on his desk. I guess I shouldn't give it away
I'd be happy to talk.
before talking to him. Well, because the alcohol is the proof.
I asked you to investigate why the morale has been low in the fort. Have you learned anything?
Booze. Not a drinker myself. Dry for it. Edgy, disturbing trends. Morale has been low. I found a big thing of alcohol in his desk. That's not a little strange to you. Oh my god. Like, what do you want from me? Like, I found the booze. Go confront him now about it?
I like what I see.
Well, thank you. Don't seduce me. Your man's in another
What can this
room.
humble priest do for you?
Try for it. Yes, yes, terrible thing. Don't you know why? Don't know why do you be asking me about it? Did I mention how the shipment stopped arriving? Well, I have no idea. What? You're the one who just basically mentioned how the shipment stopped arriving. Well, I have no idea. You've been in my desk? My desk? You've been in there? Why, that's an outrage. Stolen liquor. I've no idea. Alright, perhaps I've been hiding the alcohol. It was for their own good, and I had hoped that if the soldiers got fed up and revolted, I'd be able to justify going home to my superiors. Look, I don't want any trouble from you. I need to report this to Kratos. I'm finished. I'll never leave this island now. At least not alive. Kratos will have my head. What have you done? I hope you're happy, Kratos. Aww. Makes me feel sad about the drug
I'm
addict.
listening.
Priest. Skooma in his desk. I'm gonna tell him that he has skooma for personal use. Skooma pipe too. Go get a skooma pipe from Uncle Sugartooth.
I
Captain
asked you
Phlox.
to investigate why the morale has been low in the
You
fort.
say Antonius
Have you learned
Lucius
anything?
started this whole thing because he wanted to go home? The twit. I could had him reassigned. I could have had him reassigned had he just asked me. Now though, I think he might do his best work here, saving the souls of my men with the new abundance of liquor at the fort. Someone will have to deliver their salvations. Thank you for your help, Kratos. Take these. There are diseases on this island that we have never encountered before, and the weapon may serve you well. Now, on to more fort business. Yeah. I am immune to disease, Kratos. For business? As I've told you, not all of my soldiers are trustworthy. Many were sent to this fort in lieu of Evanhardt's dungeons. Now I fear that a criminal element has shown itself at Fort Frostmoth. I believe that there are weapons being smuggled out of here and sold on Vardenfell. Yep, very possible. A lot of smugglers out in these areas. I've noticed the store of weapons in the armory has been decreasing, and I know there is no official reason for it. My only guess is that someone is smuggling them off Solstheim to be sold on Vardenfell. I want you to uncover the smuggling ring, and I will provide you with a bit of help. Bit of help? I would like you to work with one of my soldiers on this case. There are 2 available to you, and they are 2 of the best here at Fort Frostmoth. Cenius Lucius and Gaia Artoria. You'll find Lucius in the general quarters and Artoria in the general quarters. Upper level. Speak with them and decide which will be your companion. When you have unearthed the smuggling ring, report to me. I leave how to deal with the smugglers at your discretion, or to your discretion. Okay, smuggling ring. It is dangerous here at Fort Frostmoth. Our supplies are limited, and without them, I fear soldiers will grow even more restless. And what is a fort without its weapons? Useless. Well, it's still a fort. But okay. Let's go talk to these soldiers. Upper level.
You seem like very good company.
I bet.
Captain said you'd be by.
Gaia
I'm supposed to assist you
Artoria.
with something?
Assist you with something? Yeah, Captain said something about some smugglers. Wanna go crack some skulls? Sure, let's go. Sounds good. Let's go get 'em. Seniors will have to run those other errands that Captain Carius had for us to do. I'm ready for some action. Awesome. Let's go, girl.
Greetings to you. A pleasure to meet
Oh my god. She just went to like full speed there for a second. She may be annoying to walk around with. Come on. Let's go talk to my buddy. I should remember my buddy's name. Zeno. Zeno Faustus.
What is it you want?
What is it I want? You want some booze? Oh no. Okay. What have you heard about weapons being smuggled? Okay, look, here's the deal. I overheard some of the soldiers talking about a place, the Gandrung Caverns. That's a bit northeast of the fort. Something about weapons being stashed there. I didn't want to know more than that. Maybe you should check the place out. But if you find them, you'll have to kill them unless you can find some other arrangement. Oh. Does it give me an option to not kill them? I'm pretty sure I have to kill them. Come on, let's go crack some skulls. Yes, sir. Bit northeast of here. It's this place right over here. Run. Okay, Gaia. Let's go. You here?
I have you.
My journal has been updated. What has it been updated with? I have found the smuggler's cave that Xenofaustus suggested we investigate. Yeah, that Xenofaustus is full of information here. He's my bro. My friend. Partner in crime. Chest.
Scoundrel.
A wrap. I forget where the Solstein pick is. Maybe I think the skull. Give it to me.
Die, scoundrel.
Let's see what you're made of.
Silly guard. Oh, you have your paralyzing axe. Very noobish. You can deal with that. I won't even bother with a rat. Not even worth my time. Let's go, guy. Some orcs.
Will die.
You all are definitely bandits. Why would you have this silly paralyzation? This doesn't last anything. Like, by the time I unparalyze, all your enchantment's gone.
I will kill you.
I'm gonna kill you
Won't
people.
escape me that easily.
Yeah, let's continue the search.
Let's see what you're made of.
You.
Oh, I can't believe I. Okay, I'm paralyzed. Come on.
Let's see what you're
Come
made
on.
of.
Dogs are going wild today.
Please be careful.
Oh, sorry. Just get in my way, guy. It's close to restore health. Some mead. Take the gold. Anything up here? 405 strength. I guess that could be useful. Oh, dead corpse with some armor on it. Shrouded. Captain Carius. Gaia, well, I think we succeeded. Potion of invisibility. Ooh.
No mercy.
Fancy.
Lying.
Hey, I'm pretty sure you hit me this time. To make a level 51, there's just so many level 50 locks. Iron bolt. Well, we did it. All the smugglers in the hideout have been defeated. I should report to Captain Carius. Pretty sure you would notice the guys walking around with enchanted weapons and that are guards. Like, yeah, that guy's definitely a drug dealer, you'd say, or something. Walking around with his enchanted weapon, all cool. Steel bolt. Where in health? Oh crap! I didn't want to do that. Drink the bargain health. Let's continue our adventures in Solstheim. Go tell Kratos. Smugglers have been dealt with. Okay, you followed me. Good. You're quick. And after that, it should... Oh, crap. Yeah, I forgot about this. What the hell happened to Fort Frostmoth? Follow me. Did you see anything? What happened?
Be careful out here in the wild, friend. There's more roaming about than just wolves and bears.
I see that. What the hell destroyed this? I've returned to Fort Frostmoth to report to Captain Kratos, but the fort has been attacked in my absence. What happened here? What the hell destroyed everything?
Good grief. It smells like
Grief.
Grandpa Goat
The
and
fort,
garlic sauce.
the creatures, it's horrible. And the captain, I haven't seen him. Find Lucius. He may know what to do.
A pleasant day to you,
Who the
citizen.
hell is Lucius? Lucius is the other guy I was gonna take.
Thank the gods you've returned.
I think the gods have returned. You don't even know me. There was a horrible battle, and Captain Kratos somehow... Someone must find the captain. There was a terrible battle. We were caught completely by surprise, and in the aftermath, we realized that Captain Kratos was missing. I searched thoroughly, and there was no sign of his body, so I do not believe he is dead. And these wolf creatures, they were horrible and fierce. You must find him, Kratos. There is a Nord village on the north end of the island. They must know something about what has occurred. Nord village? It is on the northeastern tip of Solstheim. These Skull are nature worshippers, and they seem to have special commune with creatures of this island. If anyone knows what attacked the fort, it will be these Nords. I will mark their location on your map. I would like you to return to earn their trust and find out what you can. You may have to remain with them for many days, but I believe you are up to the task. Here, take this. It was found in one of their tombs. Perhaps they will take it as a sign of good faith. Skull of Skull Warrior has been added to your inventory. Okay, why would you go into the tombs and take their skull of their skull? I don't understand, but okay. Yeah, here's the skull of your ancestor. For good faith.
We must find Captain Kratos. This place will fall to shambles without him.
Well. Okay, so let's head up north then. You heard what Lucia said. Get up to the north and find the captain. You've got to find him. I'm sure the North Village is a good place to start.
You've got to find the captain.
You
The
want to
fort
come?
needs him.
Okay, you'll stay and defend here. Great. And you, my friend, you just like stood here and watched the wolves attack?
Come on, fight!
Fight, fight, fight. Okay. We are going north to the Skull Village. All the way northeast. We're going to follow the river up until we hit the lake, and then we'll go to the mead hall, A lot of wolves then. I think, is that all my doing? Maybe the werewolves came up this way. But yeah, it's very sad how the Elder Scrolls game is slowly losing content in exchange of more graphical content. Like, it's better looking, just sort of less to do at times. Less mechanics, or good mechanics. Even Morrowind suffered that downgrade in game mechanics from Daggerfall or Arena, where the AIs actually had schedules and they would like close shop at night. Morrowind, everyone's open 24/7. Like if they're all or doing skooma all day, it's like a whole bunch of skooma addict shopkeeps. Oh, so we're at the lake. Let's go up to the mead hall and maybe take a rest for the night. Kratos probably doesn't want to walk in the storm. His armor gets cold. Even though I like to imagine it has some lining of wolf or something, some wolf skin inside. Hey guys, I'm gonna take a nap. You guys still haven't picked up your brother's corpse. Shameful. I'm not gonna do it. I'll take his room actually. Okay, we leveled up. Personality, agility. I guess we'll do agility, we'll do some speed. I don't need intelligence at all. Kratos doesn't need to be smart. Let us continue. How much health do we have at this point? 350.
Oh, welcome to Thirsk, friend. You should
I'll talk to you guys later. Going to Skull Village. Up to the north. I guess I can maybe take a little detour a little to the east. See the water. I think there's one little island out here I can visit. Oh, looks to be a tomb of some sorts. Must be an underground cavern nearby. Oh. You almost scared me, but you look so ridiculous. The like goatee thing you have going on. Double goatee. Throw that out. Who cares about that? Damn, this weather. Like, it was bright and sunny when I left the mead hall. Now it's... oh no, it's like snowstorm just came on in. Let's get to the Skull Village. Get some protection from the elements. Die, boy. Make bacon out of you. There we go. Went into the backside of town. Whatever. Porky Tallow. You're not of the Scald. Speak up with Thirst and Heartfang in the Great Hall. He is our leader and will deal with you. Is this the Great Hall? Smith. Great Hall. There we go. Oh. Look at this sweet looking armor.
You've got the better of me, so go ahead.
Honor guard. Thirst and Heartfang. Why are you smelling me? That's a little disturbing. What do you want, stranger? The Skull wish you no harm, but you will mind your manners while you are within our walls. We will make no exceptions. Now, what is this? What is this I hear about an attack on the Imperial fort? As you hear it, those soldiers, they cut their trees and dig their holes and have little to show after a day's toil. They do not respect this land or its creatures, and for that I find them offensive. But though I have no love for them, the Skald would never do such a thing. We prefer to let the Imperials kill themselves slowly. But these creatures that attacked, these were not wolves of this island. Now, have you finished your business here? My business here. You say you brought the bones of one of our ancestors? Stupid Imperials. They need to learn to leave things as they are. Still, it is good that you have returned this to the Skull. Perhaps there is hope for you and your kind. You are welcome here for the moment, but there is much to atone for. Okay, so I have to atone for these stupid Imperials that go into tombs and pick up bones. The Nerevar has stooped so low, it's like clean out the dung pit of the Guar. Imperials in their fort have brought nothing but harm to these lands. They cut down the trees and dig the earth. They are wasteful, lazy, and careless. They have no comprehension of the oneness of the land. It is this oneness which the Skald derive our strength, and the Imperials have defiled these lands. How have the Imperials defiled your lands? Through their carelessness, the Imperials have upset the natural order of the oneness of the land. This is their nature. It must be balanced once again, and the All-Maker appeased. I wish for you to make things right, Kratos. You will be one to restore. You will be the one to restore the Skull. Restore the power of the Skull. It is right that you do this, as it is your people who have caused the damage. Oh, speak with Korstwindai in the shaman's hut. He will give you further instructions. The Korstwindai, the shaman, he would spend more time with steel and less in studies. Still, he can provide good advice. Oneness. Oneness. This is what gives the Skull power. Skull power. It is the balance of our lands and the trees, waters, wolf, and bear. Imperials have no respect for this balance, and we pay the price. Okay, let's go talk to Korstwindai. Shaman's hut. Where would this shaman's hut be? And the Quate's house. Ice Main's house. Where the hell is Smith? It makes it so hard to see with this bloody snowstorm. Fingers, Borneo, Igmar, Great Hall. Where is this shaman's hut? And the quaints. Shaman's hut, there we go. Coursed Windeye. Mr. Windeye, can I ask you a few questions? Greetings to you, wanderer. Why have you come to our village? Oh, sorry. Whew. Stay up too late. Why have you come to our village? I've come to restore the power of the skull. Heartfang wishes you to do this, does he? Then I will assist you. There is a ritual that must be completed on Solstheim, and you will find 6 standing stones, each representing one of the 6 gifts of the All-Maker. At each of these stones, a ritual must be completed. The oneness, once the ritual, I don't know how I confuse once with the oneness. Once the ritual of the gifts is completed, the oneness should be restored. Okay, ritual of the gifts. It would be too much for any not of the skull to remember. Here, take this. It will explain the rituals and guide you on your way. This book may be of use to you as well. If you are to remain with a skull, you should understand our beliefs. The story of Avar Stonesinger has been added to your inventory. Locations of the stones have been added to your inventory. Look, wait. Please tell me that's a map. It's not like a written description. There we go. So far, we've been in distance of all these. Windstone. So up here we'll do the Windstone and Beaststone. Go down, get the Tree Stone, Sunstone, then walk up. By that time we'll take a boat to Raven Rock and walk up this way. But that will probably be on the next episode. Let me just...
You were to perform the ritual of the gifts. I hope your way
Let me
has been
check out
easy.
this book quickly. Didn't he give me a book? Story, that doesn't look like a book. Sit quietly, child, and listen, for the story I tell you is the story of ages. But what is it, grandfather? Is it the story of heroes and beasts? Grandfather looked patiently at the child. He was growing into a fine boy. Soon he would see the value in the stories and lessons that were taught to each generation. Just listen, child. Let the story take root in your heart. In time before now, long before now, when the Skald were new, there was peace in the land. The sun was hot and the crops grew long, and the people were happy in peace that the All-Maker provided. In the peace that the All-Maker provided. But the Skald grew complacent and lazy. Gifts the All-Maker had given them, and they took for granted the land and all the gifts the All-Maker had given them. They forgot or chose not to remember that the advisory is always watching, and that he delights adversary is always watching, and that he delights in tormenting the All-Maker and his chosen people. And so it was that the adversary came to be among the Skull. The adversary has many aspects. He appears in the unholy beast and in the incurable plague. At the end of the seasons, we will know him as Thartag, the world devourer. But in these ages he came to be known as the Greedy Man. The Greedy Man, that is what we call him, for to speak is his name would certainly bring ruin to the people. Living amongst the Skull for many months, perhaps he was once just a man, but he, the adversary, entered into him. He became the Greedy Man, and that is how he is remembered. It came to be one day that the powers of the Skull left them. The strength left the arms of the warriors, and the shaman could no longer summon the beast to their side. The others thought that surely the All-Maker was displeased, and some suggested that the All-Maker had left them forever. It was then that the Greedy Man appeared to them and spoke. You of the Skull have grown fat and lazy. I have stolen the gifts of your All-Maker. I have stolen the oceans, so you will forever know thirst. I have stolen the lands and the trees and the sun, so your crops will wither and die. I have stolen the beasts, so you will go hungry. I have stolen the wind, so you will live without the spirit of the All-Maker. And until one of you can reclaim these gifts, the Skull will live in misery and despair, for I am the Greedy Man. That is my nature. The Greedy Man disappeared. Members of the Skull spoke for many days and nights. They knew that one of them must retrieve the gifts of the All-Maker, but they could not decide who it should be. I cannot go, said the elder, for I must stay to lead the Skull and tell our people what is the law. I cannot go, said the warrior, for I must protect the Skull, and my sword will be needed in case the Greedy Man reappears. I cannot go, said the shaman, for the people need my wisdom. I must read the portents and offer my knowledge. It was then that a young man called Eivor lifted his voice. He was strong of arm and fleet of foot, though he was not yet a warrior of the Skull. I will go, said Eivor. The Skull laughed. Hear me out, the boy continued. I am not yet a warrior, so my sword will not be needed. I cannot read the portents, so the people will not seek my counsel. And I am young and not wise in the ways of the law. I will retrieve the gifts of the All-Maker from the Greedy Man. If I cannot, I will not be missed. The Skull thought on this briefly and decided to let Eivor go. He left the village the next morning to go retrieve the gifts. Eivor first set out to retrieve the gifts of water, so he traveled to this water stone. It was there the All-Maker first spoke to him. Travel west to the sea and follow the shimmer to the waters of life. So Eivor walked the edge of the ocean, and there was the shimmer, a black horker sent from the All-Maker. The shimmer dove into the waters and swam very far and far again. Eivor was strong, though, and he swam hard. He followed the swimmer to a cave, swimming deeper and deeper, his lungs burning and his limbs exhausted. At last he found a pocket of air, and there in the dark he found the waters of life. Gathering his strength, he took the waters and swam back to the shore. Upon returning to the water stone, the All-Maker spoke. You have returned the gift of water to the Skull. Oceans again will bear fruit, and their thirst will be quenched. Eivor then traveled to the Earth Stone, and there the All-Maker spoke to him again. enter the cave of the hidden music, and hear the song of the earth. So Eivor traveled north and east to the cave of the hidden music. He found himself in the large cavern where the rocks hung from the ceiling and grew from the ground itself. He listened there and heard the song of the earth, but it was faint. Grabbing up his mace, he struck the rocks from the floor in the time with the song, and the song grew louder until it filled the cavern and his heart. Then he returned to the Earthstone. The gift of the earth is with the skull again, said the Allmaker. The lands are rich and will bear life. Eivor was tired as the sun burned him. The trees offered no shade. There was no wind to cool him. Still, he traveled on to the beast rock, and the Allmaker spoke. Find the good beast and ease his suffering. Eivor traveled through the woods for the Isenfir for many hours until he heard the cries of a boar from over a hill, and he crested a hill. As he crested a hill, he saw the boar, a falmer arrow piercing its neck. He checked the woods for the falmer. First mention of falmer I've seen in Skyrim, in Morrowind. For that is what they were, though some say they are not. And finding none, approached the beast. He spoke shooting words, and came upon it slowly, saying, Good beast, I mean you no harm. The Allmaker sent me to ease your suffering. Hearing these words, the beast ceased its struggling and laid his head on Eivor's feet. Eivor grasped the arrow and pulled it from the boar's neck. Using the little nature magic he knew, Eivor tended the wound, though it took the last bit of his strength. As the boar's wound closed, Eivor slept. When he awoke, the boar stood over him, and the remains of a number of the falmer were strewn about. He knew that the good beast had protected him during the night. He traveled back to the beast rock. The bear? Oh, I thought it was boar. Oh, it's a bear. Okay. I'm stupid. By his side, and still the Allmaker spoke to him again. You have returned to the gift of the beast. Once again, the good beast will feed the skull when they are hungry, clothe them when they are cold, and protect them in times of need. Eivor's strength had returned, so he traveled on to the tree stone. Though the good beast did not follow him, when he arrived, the Allfather spoke to him. The first trees are gone and must be replanted. Find the seed and plant the first tree. Eivor traveled again through the Herstang forest, searching for the seeds of the first tree, but he could not find none. Then he spoke to the tree spirit, the living trees. They told him that the seeds had been stolen by one of the falmer, for they are the servants of the adversary, and this falmer was hiding them deep in the forest, so that none would ever find them. Eivor traveled to the deepest part of the forest, and there he found the evil falmer surrounded by the lesser tree spirits. Eivor could see that the spirits were in his thrall, that he used the magic of the seeds and spoke in their secret name. Eivor knew he could not stand against such a force, and that he must retrieve the seeds in secret. Eivor reached into his pouch and drew out his flint, gathering leaves, and started a small fire outside the clearing where the falmer and the ensorcelled spirit milled. All the Skald know the spirit's hatred of fires, for the fires ravage the trees they serve. At once the nature of the spirit took hold. They rushed to quell the flames. During the commotion, Eivor snuck behind the follower and snatched the pouch of seeds, stealing away before the evil being knew they were gone. Eivor returned to the tree stone and replanted the tree in the ground, and the Allmaker spoke to him. The gift of the tree is restored once again. The trees and the plants will bloom and grow and provide nourishment and shade. Eivor was tired, for the sun would only burn and the winds would not yet cool him, but he rested briefly in the shade of the trees. His legs were weary and his eyes heavy, but he continued on, traveling to the sunstone. Again the Allmaker spoke. The gentle warmth of the sun is stolen, so now it only burns. Free the sun from the halls of the penumbra. And so Eivor walked west over the frozen lands until he reached the halls of the penumbra. The air inside was thick and heavy, and he could see no further than the end of his arm. Still, he felt his way along the walls though he heard the scuffling of feet, and he knew that this place held the unholy beasts, who would tear his flesh and eat his bones. For hours he crept along until he saw a faint glow far at the end of the hall. There, from behind the sheet of perfect ice, came a glow so bright he had to shut his eyes lest they be forever blinded. He plucked the flaming eye from the unholy beast and threw it at the ice with all his might. A small crack appeared in the ice, then grew larger. Slowly the light crept in between the cracks, widening them, splitting the ice wall into pieces. With a deafening crack the wall trembled, and the light rushed over Eivor and through the halls. He heard the shriek of the unholy beasts as they were blinded and burned. He ran out of the halls, following the light, and collapsed on the ground outside. When he was able to rise again, the sun again warmed him, and he was glad for that. He traveled back to the sunstone where the Allmaker spoke to him. The gift of the sun is the skulls once again. It will warm them and give them light. Eivor had one final gift he had to recover, the gift of the wind, so he traveled to the windstone far on the western coast of the island. Where he arrived, the Allmaker spoke to him, giving him his final task. Find the greedy man and release the wind from its captivity. So Eivor wandered the land searching for the greedy man. He looked in the trees, but the greedy man did not hide there, nor did he hide near the oceans or the deep caves, and the beasts had not seen him in the dark forests. Finally Eivor came to a crooked house, and he knew that here he would find the greedy man. "Who are you," shouted the greedy man, "that would come visit my house?" "I am Eivor of the Skull," said Eivor. "I am not a warrior, shaman, or elder. If I do not return, I will not be missed. But I have returned the oceans and the earth and the trees, the beasts and the sun, and I will return the winds to my people, that we may feel the spirit of the Allmaker in our souls again." And with that, he grabbed up the greedy man's bag and tore it open. The winds rushed with a gale force, sweeping the greedy man up and carrying him off far from the island. Eivor breathed in the winds and was glad. He walked back to the windstone where the Allmaker spoke to him a final time. "You have done well, Eivor. You, the least of the Skull, have returned my gifts to them. The greedy man is gone for now, and should not trouble your people again in your lifetime. Your Allmaker is pleased. Now go and live according to your nature." And Eivor started back to the Skull village. And then what happened, grandfather? What do you mean, child? He went home. No. When he returned to the village, the child continued. Was he made a warrior, or taught the ways of the shaman? Did he lead the skull in battle? I do not know. That is where the story ends, said the grandfather. But that is not an ending. That is not how stories end. The old man laughed and got up from his chair. Is it not? Well, that was a very interesting long story. And that's what we have to do in the next episode. We have to head on over to the Windstones, to all the stones, and perform the rituals. So, thank you for watching, guys. This is BalmoraBlueAddict, and I will see you guys next time in the next episode of Let's Play Morrowind Improved Vanilla, the Bloodmoon expansion. Take it easy, guys. Have a great day.